There's another black car!
shouted Jenny.
Wow, another one? We have twice as many black cars as any other color.
Answered Kim as she made another tally mark on the data sheet.
Why do we have a category for yellow? I don't see any yellow cars anywhere.
Shouted Jenny again from the other side of the parking lot.
I once saw a yellow car in a magazine. It was some super fast car, sports car. Maybe only sports cars come in yellow.
Hypothesized Kyle.
Yeah, and teachers never drive sports cars.
Laughed Kim. Jenny arrived back at the group panting.
I've got a problem. We have two types of blue, dark blue and light blue. Should we keep them in the same category or make a new column?
Kim looked at Kyle and shrugged.
I think it should be separate, but let's call the group together and decide.
She answered.
After all, it would definitely be a different color at a car store.
Hello everyone, my name is Kennedy Grubich.
And my name is Austin Rogers.
And today we're going to be talking about a strategy in integrating language arts and social studies textbook. It's strategy number 3, and it's called data collection and analysis. So you guys saw the video before, and now we're going to talk to you about the introduction of the strategy. So I'll read one paragraph, and then Austin will read the next, and then I'll read the last one. So here we go. As researchers, social scientists are consistently collecting and analyzing data. Sometimes these data are qualitative, such as describing the dress of a community or a type of celebration. Other times, the data are quantitative or numeric, such as growth in population over time or distance traveled by a nomadic community over time. All right, Austin, so I read the first one, and now I'm going to ask you a question and see if you can answer it.
Okay.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay, Austin, what is the difference between qualitative and quantitative data?
Okay, qualitative data is describing or a type of community or a type of celebration that is involved over time.
You're absolutely correct. Now, what's quantitative?
Quantitative data is the numbering or growth in a population also over time.
Awesome, good job. Great response.
Thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to read you my paragraph. Okay. In this chapter, students will be collecting quantitative data to determine the most popular color of a car in their community. The project is designed as a problem-solving activity in which students are presented with a dilemma. They then are not only collected data, but drawing conclusions based on the data they collect and analyze. This approach not only supports students in developing research skills, but also in better understanding the true nature and complexity of social science research, McGuire 2007. The emphasis on finding answers to problems through collaboration work is aligned with problem-based learning approach used to promote active thinking on a part of students. Okay, so I'm now going to ask you a question.
Okay.
How would students collect quantitative data to determine the outcome versus qualitative data to determine the outcome?
So I'm going to refer back to our beginning video. Students can collect quantitative data to determine the outcome by making sure to jot down numbers or tallies of certain items or communities. And then students can also determine qualitative data in order to figure out an outcome by figuring out more on description like color or anything like that.
Awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to read you a part of McGuire's article that she did, and I'm going to read you the abstract of it. So this is a self-study that was designed to explore problem-based learning, PBL, as an instructional approach in the context of a pre-service science education methods course. Through the development and implication of PBL curriculum The author's goal were to improve her classroom's practice and her understanding of that practice, to contribute to the knowledge base of teaching and learning, and to immerse students in authentic learning experiences that would be encouraged to adapt an inquiry-based approach to teaching and learning. In her study, her own practice, the author adapted classroom-based action research as a strategy to explore PBL. Data collection methods and sources included field notes, interviews, and student-generated documents. So that's what that article said.
Awesome. Okay, now I'm going to talk to you about the third paragraph in the introduction. So research shows that the elementary social studies curriculum does not adequately prepare students for understanding basic economics issues, such as goods, services, supply and demand, Posnanski, Shug, and Smith, 2007, with research indicating the important role that everyday objects can play in inquiry-based activities, Alvarado and Hare, 2003. Cars were selected as a focus for this activity due to their familiarity to students, as well as their availability and the ease of access. So that's the end of the introduction, and now I'm going to ask you another question, Austin. Are you ready?
Okay. Yes.
So, can you come up with another focus activity other than recording cars that includes data collection and analysis?
Yes, I think that you could do a data analysis for anything almost. But an example would be you're at a restaurant and you're a cooker and you want to see who comes in and what time they come in so that you can prepare the food or slow down your food if service is not busy, and you can keep track of the number of tables that people are sitting at, or like what food they order. So I think that would be a good way to data analysis for this also.
That's a great example. I'm sure that restaurant would love to have that collection to be able to see the transition. Okay, so in that paragraph, it also refers to a whole bunch of sources. One that I found is titled, "Can Students Learn Economics and Personal Finance in a Specialized Elementary School?" And the authors of this are Tracy J. Posnanski, Mark C. Shug, and Thomas Schmidt. So I'm going to read a section from this actual resource, and it explains exactly what the rest of it is all about. It's probably 10 pages, so it'd be quite a bit to tell you all about it, and I don't really want to ruin the surprise for you, so here we go. This report discusses an evaluation of achievement scores in economics and financial education of 3 public elementary schools in an urban setting. The purpose of the report is to illustrate the point that if you teach economic and financial principles to urban elementary children on a regular basis, the students may gain knowledge that will support them in daily financial decision making for the rest of their lives. So this report goes on to explore 3 different schools, like it mentions, and it gives you the results from them. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and go check it out. But that is the end of our introduction.
Alrighty, so then throughout our video, we recorded a audio recording, and we also took pictures of our books about the key themes and the graph that we would include for our assessment, and we also included a sample data sheet that will also include at the end of our video. So I think that will give a good explanation of what this strategy was about.
And we hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching this section.
So as we see in standard 6, the production, distribution, and consumption of these curriculum standards for social studies fit in with our data collection and analysis. Also with standard 7, science, technology, and society also fit into these standards. Standard 5, the students employ a wide range of strategies as they use and different writing processes appropriately to communicate with different audiences. So these help the database program to synthesize the students with their charts and graphs. Our key themes is collecting and analyzing qualitative data, exploring economic themes, and applying knowledge to decision making. We also have an assessment suggestion at the conclusion of this activity that students should be able to collect and analyze numeric data, use data to develop a marketing plan, and communicate decision-making processes. Through these procedures, we accommodate for them, and we use grade level modifications to help meet the needs of English learners and even students with special needs. This activity also presents an assessment element, which is a data sheet, graph, or narrative, and the following is produced by a rubric. So that's what we chose for our analysis. Also, we have an example of a car color sample sheet, which the students or researchers are able to keep track and record the number of cars, or this can be used in any scientific experiment.